Let's talk about flags, because that's also something that's got you this morning, hasn't it? Got your goat.
Well, I think there's been some. I think it was quite magical actually to see Regent Street bedecked with Union flags.
Yes.
Yeah,
why not?
Definitely looked really happy, really festive.
Yeah.
And of course, Regent Street's been festooned with Union flags in order to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee.
Quite right too.
As you'll know, not only do I want to abolish the House of Lords, I'm something of a polite Republican. But come on.
Yeah, but this is also it's not just
70 years.
It's also an homage to a woman who has been absolutely brilliant as a woman. Fantastic as a supreme kind of leader, world leader for so many decades, and just a fantastic advert for Britain.
Absolutely. Now, a certain political activist has described the scene of flags in Regent Street as fascism.
Idiot.
I don't want to name this person because I don't feel this story should be about them.
No.
It should instead be about a type of snowflakery that associates the Union flag with fascism. I think this is really unfortunate. What the Union flag actually represents is the United Kingdom.
Yes.
It's the United Kingdom, and it's not a fascist flag. And in this case, when we see those flags festooning our streets, is to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee. It's to celebrate the Queen.
And you
There's
know
nothing
what's
about
ironic
this is
that
fascist.
if you had run all the flags up, taken all the Union flags down and put them all, replaced them all with Ukrainian flags, that would be fine.
Oh, absolutely.
That's absolutely no problem.
Well, I can make a little prediction here. I think that probably some of the people who'll be complaining the most about the Union flag will be the ones who've got Ukrainian flag avatars on social media, because one form of nationalism is okay and another form of nationalist pride, not fascism, is not okay. I mean, the streets where I live, which are also festooned in Union flag bunting, at no point have I thought, gosh, I better not walk down that street. It's a ghetto of fascism. That's dangerous. What I thought was, how cheerful, how nice, how lovely to see people celebrating after a couple of years of flipping well-being in the doldrums.
And also, how nice to be proud of your country.
Yes.
You know, we don't say that it's the best country in the world. Some people do.
Why not?
But, you know, you can. The point is that even if you don't think it is the perfect place to be, it's still our country, and we should be proud. I spoke to a German guy when the last World Cup was on, the one before Russia. Maybe it was the Russian one. And it was Germany were knocked out, and we were watching in a pub together, and he happened to be sitting there, and he was German, so we chatted. And he said it was only really in the World Cup that the Germans hosted in 2006 that Germany and people in Germany could actually be proud of their flag again, because they spent so long being ashamed of what had happened during the Second World War that they couldn't really get their heads into it, they couldn't discuss it, they couldn't talk about it. But we'll come back to that, because we've got to stop for a minute. And he said only now, and we're talking 50 years on, could they actually face looking at their own flag. And I think we are in danger of being in that place. We're just talking about the German flag and the German experience, and you know a bit about that.
I do. I mean, I felt a little bit emotional when you even mentioned it, because I'm half German. I was bullied quite badly as a child for a period of time at school. Yeah, in this country for being half German. My dad used to deny being German.
Wow.
I've been in the interesting situation of being in a lift with my dad, and he was asked his nationality. He said a very strange transatlantic accent, and he said he was Lithuanian, and wouldn't you know it, the person who asked him was Lithuanian and started speaking Lithuanian.
Oh God, that's like your worst nightmare.
Excruciating nightmare. But I think there's a great sadness when people aren't proud of their nation. Now, personally, I'm tired of the self-flagellation and the self-hatred in this country. There is so much to be proud of, and ultimately, this self-hatred, it's bitter. You know, these people aren't being snowflakes, they're being nasty, and carrying around this kind of bitterness, this bile, is ultimately not just hurting them, because they're the ones who are experiencing it and carrying it around, but all of us, it rubs off on us. I do not feel our flag is fascist.
No.
I love seeing the celebration, and it just looks nasty and petty, and it's taking away from the joy of the events.
But also, these are always the same
we
people.
all need to reclaim the flag. Everybody needs to
Totally.
say, it's not fascist, I'm not giving into that, I'm not going to be ashamed. My mum has the Union flag in her front garden, and she has St George's Cross in her back garden, and I think it's
Good
really
for her.
sweet. She's fiercely
But these are the same people who love the idea of waving EU flags. I mean, I remember back to the days of the Brexit negotiations and the stalemate in the House of Commons, when we were down on College Green practically every day for months on end, and there was huge swathes of EU flags flying outside the media sort of centre where we all were, and they love it. They love those flags. They don't have a problem with those flags. But you can take a Union flag and suddenly you're a fascist or a bigot or some kind of racist. It's mad.
Yeah.
Totally bonkers.